Hi, welcome to the She Moves Mountains podcast. This is your host, Kamala Murphy. Thanks for joining us today as we talk about some of the juicy stuff we women experience that makes this life journey truly amazing. You know, the nitty-gritty, the love, the loss, the falling down and rising up, the getting lost and finding our way again. To our hearts, our happiness, and to the awareness that we can and do move mountains. Thank you for joining. Hi there, this is Kamala. Welcome to this episode of the She Moves Mountains podcast. Thank you for listening today. I'm recording this episode in mid-March 2020. A few days into my county's directive to stay at home. And we're not the first, probably won't be the last in the effort to contain the coronavirus, COVID-19. These are really challenging times for most of us. This pandemic is unprecedented. The efforts that are being taken to contain the virus have never been done before. And it's not so much the danger of the virus itself currently as the effort to contain the spread, because our medical systems may not be able to handle all the cases that might occur if we are to let the virus spread as it might if we don't do take these precautions. And because this is unprecedented, it leaves us experiencing a lot of the awareness that we don't know what's really going on. We don't know what the outcomes are going to be. So we feel out of control and powerless in many ways. And as we all know, human beings do not like feeling powerless. When we feel powerless, we start to feel panicky and fearful. And we try to control in any way that we can. And this can be seen just with the frenzy about toilet paper, how people were feeling if we hoard the toilet paper, we'll somehow feel safer, more in control. But the truth is, we really do not know how all of this is going to turn out. So we are left feeling a little panicky. And we actually maybe experience a wide range of emotions, from fear and panic to anger, which is also a way of feeling like we're in control. Being angry, we know how to be angry. We know how to deal with anger. But the unknown freaks us out. And unfortunately, when we're freaked out, when we're afraid, we are much less resourceful and able to handle situations, ride the wave, so to speak. So I think it's really important for us to find the ways that we can have a sense of calmness and resourcefulness. One way I've been approaching this is to recognize that this pandemic may be a sort of opportunity, a chance to reset how we're operating in the world as human race, because it is affecting all of us. We're in this all together. Maybe there are real opportunities that we haven't quite seen yet in this experience. Personally, I believe that the divine, God, has a hand in all of this. And this may be an opportunity for us to draw closer to God, that maybe there's something that we just haven't seen. Maybe there's a huge blessing in this somehow. My friend Jennifer often talks about when a person needs a wake-up call, God sets some sort of circumstance in motion that's gentle, just a little alarm. And if the person doesn't respond, maybe there's something louder, more traumatic. And if they still don't listen, there's something even less gentle, stronger. And it feels to me like the way our world has been going, that we've had a number of wake-up calls that we haven't really listened to, that we are one human race, that we are one people. And now we're in a situation where globally, we're all in this together. So that's one take on it, that this might be an opportunity for us to come together, be resourceful, and support one another. And we're actually seeing this quite a bit with a number of people offering services and being more generous and trying to help out where they can. So it's just possible that this is an opportunity for us to take stock, take a different path, ride through the turmoil, knowing that this too shall pass, readjust, and possibly rebuild even better than before. The other thing is that I think it's really important for us to focus on what we can change, or at least shifting our focus to something that's more helpful, that allows us to be more resourceful. Many of you probably know the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We may not be able to control a lot of the things that are happening on the outside, but we can certainly develop the courage and the fortitude to keep focusing on the inner and our attitudes and our perspectives, to realize that although on the outer, it looks like this is pretty catastrophic, right? But this morning, I watched the sunrise and saw that the sky was still a beautiful peachy pink. The birds were still chirping. The geese were still flying overhead and honking. The poppies are in bloom. The cat still wants to crawl into my lap. So life is going on, and we will go on. As we are mindful and breathe and look for the good, the opportunities to send out love to one another, to be beacons of love and peace and courage and hope, that we're helping others and we're helping ourselves. Because as we are more resourceful, we are able to contribute more to others and to ourselves. So it feels like there is a bit of a transmission of peace being sent through. So if you are able to, I invite you to close your eyes and take a couple of gentle, deep breaths. Noticing that you have breath in and breath out. In and out. And then on the exhalation, you can sigh and let your whole being relax just a bit. When your body relaxes, you create more space for this peace, this awareness of peace and possibility. to move in, and allowing it to move in, flow in to every aspect of your being. I'm seeing it particularly move through torsos and arms and legs, and moving into the neck and back of the head. And breathing. Saying yes to being a beacon of peace, a beacon of love, a beacon of strength and possibility. And the message coming through is just say yes. It feels like that's it for the moment. If there's anyone who feels like they would like to have a brief conversation with me, maybe it's just a chance for some prayer together. I would love that. If I can be of service, please let me know. Thank you so much. This is Kamala wishing you peace and blessings, deep peace and love. Until next time, take care, beloveds. Bye for now. You've been listening to the She Moves Mountains podcast, coming to you every week. If you're a woman who wants to move mountains in your own life, please make sure to subscribe or follow this podcast. And if you've laughed or gotten teary or smiled knowingly thinking, oh yeah, that's me too, please go ahead and rate the episode with 5 stars. It'll be a feel-good thing to do. Thanks a bunch. Lots of love and blessings to you. This is Kamala signing off. Until next week. Take care.